Hello, polar explorers. Welcome to one of the coldest, most extreme places on Earth, the Arctic. Feel that freezing wind? The temperature here can drop to minus 40 degrees. You might think nothing could survive in this frozen world, but you'd be amazed. The Arctic is full of incredible creatures that have mastered the art of living in the ice and snow. From the kings of the ice to tiny Arctic foxes, from swimming birds to creatures under the frozen sea. Let's discover how life thrives in the land of endless ice. The Arctic isn't just land covered in snow, it's mostly a frozen ocean. This thick ice floating on the Arctic Ocean is home to an entire ecosystem. Look at this, it's not smooth. It has ridges, cracks, and even holes where the ocean water shows through. These features are super important for Arctic life. Some of this ice is called sea ice, and it grows and shrinks with the seasons. In winter, it spreads out huge. In summer, some of it melts. Arctic creatures have learned to live with these changing ice conditions. And this ice can be thick, sometimes over 10 feet. But underneath, there's a whole ocean full of life. The ice is like a ceiling for the underwater world, but it's a ceiling with windows and doors. Can you imagine living where the ground beneath you is actually frozen water that moves and changes? That's the Arctic challenge. To survive here, you need some serious cold weather superpowers. Let's meet the champions of the frozen north. First superpower, insulation. Arctic creatures are bundled up better than anyone. Many have thick layers of fat called blubber under their skin. It's like wearing a built-in winter coat that never comes off. Plus, they have the most amazing fur. Arctic fox fur is so thick that it can keep them warm even at minus 70 degrees. And it's not just thick, it's hollow. Each hair is like a tiny straw filled with air. And air is an excellent insulator. Second superpower, camouflage. See all this white snow and ice? Many Arctic animals are white too. Arctic foxes, snowy owls, and Arctic hares all blend perfectly into the snowy landscape. It helps them hide from predators and sneak up on prey. But here's something cool. Some Arctic animals change color with the seasons. In winter, they're white to match the snow. In summer, when some snow melts and there's more brown earth and rocks, they turn brown or gray. It's like having a wardrobe that automatically matches your surroundings. Third superpower, compact bodies. Many Arctic creatures have shorter ears, tails, and legs than their southern cousins. Why? Less body parts sticking out means less heat loss. It's simple, but brilliant. The Arctic might look empty, but it's bustling with activity. Let's see who's out here. Look up. Those are Arctic terns. They make the longest migration of any animal. They fly from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back every year. That's over 44,000 miles. They see 2 summers every year and experience more daylight than any other creature on Earth. And in the water seals. They're perfectly designed for icy seas. Their bodies are streamlined like torpedoes. They have thick blubber for warmth, and they can hold their breath for up to 30 minutes while hunting fish under the ice. But here's their challenge. They need air. So seals keep breathing holes open in the ice. Even when the ocean freezes over, they use their strong claws and teeth to maintain these vital air holes. It's like having your own personal elevator to the surface. Some creatures actually walk on the ice. They have special features like wide paws that spread their weight like snowshoes, or rough pads that grip the slippery ice. And some have claws that work like ice picks for climbing. Finding food in winter is the biggest challenge. Some animals hunt year-round, some store food for winter, and others have slowed down metabolism so they don't need as much food. Everyone has their own survival strategy. But the most surprising thing, there's a whole thriving world under the ice. When sunlight shines through the ice in spring and summer, tiny plant-like organisms called algae grow on the underside of the ice. They create what looks like green and brown carpets hanging from the ice ceiling. These ice algae are super important. They're food for tiny shrimp-like creatures called krill, which are eaten by fish, which are eaten by seals, which are eaten by larger predators. Everything connects. Some Arctic fish have actual antifreeze proteins in their blood. Without it, they'd freeze solid in the icy water. It's like having natural antifreeze running through their veins. They can't survive in water that's below the normal freezing point. Jellyfish, starfish, crabs, and so many other creatures live in the Arctic Ocean. Some grow very slowly and can live for hundreds of years. The cold water actually helps them live longer. But this beautiful frozen world is changing. The Arctic is warming faster than almost anywhere else on Earth. The sea ice is melting earlier in spring and forming later in fall. This means Arctic creatures have less ice to live on, hunt from, and rest on. It's like their home is slowly disappearing. Creatures that depend on ice for hunting, breeding, or resting are facing big challenges. They have to travel farther to find food and safe places. But here's the good news. People all over the world are working to protect the Arctic. Scientists study how animals are adapting, countries are working together to reduce pollution, and everyone can help by making choices that protect our planet. And Arctic creatures are tough. They've survived ice ages and dramatic changes before. With our help, they can adapt to these new challenges too. From the hottest deserts to the coldest ice, we've explored how life adapts to every environment on Earth. The Arctic shows us that even in the most extreme conditions, life finds amazing ways to survive and thrive. We've traveled through so many incredible ecosystems. Next time, let's discover something magical. We're going to explore how some creatures actually fly thousands of miles across the sky. Get ready for the amazing world of migration. Keep exploring the frozen frontiers, polar adventures. Even ice and snow can't stop the power of life.